Okay, recording. Okay. So this is 7 over 8. Alright? 7 over 8. Can? Now, let's look at C. If I want to find sine half over 8, okay, look at your formula. Which of it should I use? Which double angle formula should I use? Okay, I will use this. Cosine A is 1 minus 2 sine square A over 2. Half of it. Alright? So same thing, let's make sine square the subject. So I rearrange 1 minus cos A 2 sine square A over 2. Okay, divided by 2 1 minus cos A over 2. Okay, and sub the value of cosine in. 1 minus cos A is 3 over 4 over 2. Okay, so 1 minus 3 over 4. You get 1 over 8. Okay, but I need to find sine half A. For me to find the sine A over 2, I square root it. And I need to put a plus minus. Very important. I must put the plus minus. Okay, so root 8 sine A over 2 plus minus 1 over root 8. Okay, now here's a bit different. You realize there's a plus minus. I want you to go back to the angle A. What is angle A? Is angle A acute? Okay. If an acute angle, I divide it by 2. Okay, meaning to say, A is already 90 degrees. If I further divide it by 2, what will happen to 90? It will become 45. And 45 degrees, is it still in the first quadrant? Yes. Can I accept sine as negative in the first quadrant? Cannot. Okay, so since A over 2 is acute, therefore my sine A over 2 will just be the positive 1 over root 8. I cannot accept the negative. Okay, so this case there is a condition. This is the condition. Okay, you have to consider the condition. Because of the square root, you get the plus minus over there. Okay, any questions? Can I? Okay, let's try the next example. Without using the calculator, evaluate the following. A and B is using the double angle formula. Okay. You don't like your worksheets to have one page, single side. Actually print single side, still double side. That's why you all got a bit more space. Right? Okay, let's go to the next question. Alright, without using the calculator, evaluate the following expression. Cosine squared 22.5 minus sine squared 22.5. Any of the formula you can use? Which double angle can I use here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 options. Second line, right? You got your cosine square minus your sine square. So this is the same as cos 2 times 22.5. Agree? Or in other words, is your cos 2a. Okay, and 22.5 times 2 is what? 45. Cos 45 degrees. Is this your favorite special angle? Yes. Okay, so take your calculator, press cosine 45. What do you get? You get 0.7 something, you square it. 1 over root 2. Okay, or some of you like to rationalize. Root 2 over 2. Okay, put it in exact form. Keyword again, without using your calculator. Okay, second one, cosine 75 plus sine 75, everything squared. Can I expand it first? Okay, expand. This is the same as cos square 75 degrees plus 2 cos 75 sine 75 plus sine square 75. Do you see something here? I want you to look at your cos square, sine square. Cosine square 75 plus sine square 75 is equals to 1. Okay, how come? Sine square plus cos square equals to 1. Okay, so this is the same as 1 in yellow. Plus 2 cos 75 sine 75. Okay, anything familiar here? Double angle formula when you have a sine and cosine is sine 2a. So this is the same as 1 plus sine 150 degrees. Okay, this is the same as sine 150 degrees. And like your WA, sine 150, what is the alpha? 30. Should I put a plus or minus? Sine second quadrant. This is the same as 1 plus sine 30 because the alpha is 30. And it will still be positive because it's in the second quadrant. What is sine 30? Sine 30 is half. So this is 1 plus half or 1.5. Yes. Okay. Question? Explain this part. Here. Why is it 1? Oh, okay. Here, sine, oh dear. Ayo. Why like that? Okay. Sine square A plus cos square A is 1. This is the same as this. Equals to 1, sorry, not 0. That's how you get a 1 there. Okay? So you get 1 plus sine 150 or sine plus half, 1.5. Okay? That's why the highlighted one is equals to 1. Alright. Let's do some solving after quadrant diagram. Let's look at this question here. Okay, I want to recap on the 4 steps. Find alpha. Okay. Second step, ASTC. Third step, change range. Finally, solve it. Okay, I want you to look at your formula sheet, look at this. Let's try to solve. 4 sine 2x equals to sine x. Which of these should I simplify first? The left side or right side? Quite obvious, left side. Huh? Okay, sine 2x, any of the double angle formula I can use. I can use number 1. Okay, I will use number 1. Okay, so this will be 4 times sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x equals to this. Okay, times the 4 in. Now, listen here. There's something that I want to highlight. When you have a situation like this, you cannot divide both sides by sine x. Okay, I highlight. What you need to do is, you need to factorize. Okay, so you have to rearrange 8 sine x cos x minus sine x equals to 0. Let's rearrange. I'm going to split into 2 parts. Okay, factorize sine x out. 8 cos x equals 0. Okay, and I'm going to solve. Sine x equals to 0. And the other option is 8 cos x equals to 1. So I have 2 solutions. Okay, I will get you started on the first one. Sine x equals to 0. First step. Find alpha. Okay, so sine inverse 0 degrees or 0. You get 0. ASTC, which quadrant? 0, you see like a positive number. So, first and second. Okay, first and second. So, your x will be 0 degrees, 180, 360. Okay, because inclusive of 360. 0 degrees includes first quadrant, 180 second quadrant, and 360 back at 0. Alright, do the same for cosine x. Cos x is 1 over 8. Can you find your alpha? Do your ASTC now. Okay, let's do. Can do. I think this is my 10th time doing already. What's your worksheet? Find your alpha, hurry up. STC, this one should be at the back of your head already. Okay, your alpha. $82.819. Which quadrant? First and fourth. Who say third? First and fourth. A and C. Your x 82.819, 360 minus that. Okay, 1 dp. 82.8 to 77.2 degree, 1 dp. Okay, and your last step, combine together. So x arrange in order 0, 82.8, 180, 277.6, 360. This is your answer. Combine it. Okay, maybe I do one more example for degree, then the radian one, can you try yourself? Okay, 4 sine y cos y equals to 1. Now, here, look a bit like the double angle, but not exactly the double angle. But you recognize there's a sine y, cos y. Can I rewrite it as this? I split the 4 as 2 times 2. And in the square bracket, you realize it's 2 sine y, cos y. Or in other words, Jiren can sit up. Your square bracket is your formula number 1. 2 sine 2y is 1. And I can solve it. Sine 2y is half. Okay, question. So I highlight, maybe it's clearer for you. This is here. Part in yellow using double angle formula. Okay, so first step, find alpha. Sine inverse half. Alpha is 30 degrees. Okay, ASTC. First and second. Okay, but remember here, you need to change your range because instead of y, it became 2y. So I need to change from 0 to 360 to 2y. 720. I must go 2 rounds. Okay, so in step number 3, you solve for y, or you list for y, sorry. First quadrant, 30. Second, 180 minus 30. Do I need to go one more round? Yes. Add 360. 390. And 510. Okay, and finally divide it by 2. Everything divided by 2. .255 degrees. Okay. Okay, we got a bit of more 5 minutes. Can you get started on the radian? Try. Okay, turn radian. Okay, I'll stop the recording. See whether it works. How to stop?